Welcome back to the pulse here on Joy News and live on the campuses of Ghana's public universities. It's almost at a standstill. A strike declared by members of the Tertiary Education Workers Union TEWU kicks in. Essential services TEWU-Ghana provides are all suspended. Many students have been left stranded. TEWU-Ghana declared a strike over the government failure to pay extra duty and car maintenance allowances, Tier 2 pension funds, among others. We will take you to the grounds now at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Students have been left stranded on the campus as they were denied access to some facilities on the first day of the strike. Let me take you live now. And Nana Boache Dankwe Yadom is my man on the beats. Nana, you're welcome to the pulse. Tell us the situation on the KNUST campus.
Well, Elton, the strike declared by the Tertiary Education Workers Union Ghana has really taken a toll on academic activities on campus, on the KNUST campus, and also on the Apia Akenteminka University campus as well. These are the two campuses we visited today. Well, during our visit to these campuses, we realized that security services, library services, and the central administration services have been withdrawn due to this strike action as declared by the Tertiary Education Workers Union. Well, some students who needed to visit the university library were asked to go back to their various halls to study due to the strike. Well, TEWU-KNUST went around today to withdraw their members who had to go to post to work today. And so throughout the day, the KNUST branch of TEWU had to go around and withdraw their members. And the Apia Kenteminka University as well, it has also affected academic activities on that campus. We could see that the university library, the main library, has been locked. And so students who would want to ply the university library would have to find other means to study. And so looking at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and then Amstead, we can say clearly from our checks that the universities have been really affected due to the withdrawal of services by TEWU-Ghana.
Is there any indication the university may want to take a decision, maybe, for example, close down the school? I understand that in matters of this, and the protocol is that after 2 weeks, if the situation persists, the university may take further action to close down the school and allow students to go home.
Well, we did not hear anything of such from the university management. What we know is that the cleaners should be around to clean the university campus. That was not done today. And so from the university management, from tomorrow onwards, they would have to look for alternative means to make sure that the university campuses are clean and not dirty as it is today. We could clearly see that the university campus today was a mess. And so there are going to be other means to make sure that the university campus is clean from tomorrow going. But then for security services, we don't know how the university is going to manage that situation. But clearly, cleaners really got affected by who withdrawn their services could not really come to school today to clean the university campus. And so the university still remained dirty. So the university would have to adopt other means to make sure that the university is clean from tomorrow.
But students, how are they putting themselves? The classrooms are locked. They don't have access to the library and other amenities on campus. How are they holding themselves?
Well, these students who have to visit the university library, especially because that is where the first point of call when we visited the university campuses. We visited the university library. We could see that the library was closed, and so students were out there waiting for management to reopen the library for them to get inside. But then, up to now, the university library has not been opened for the students to ply the library, and so students are stranded and they are quite disappointed. They did call on government to also heed to the concerns of TEWU-Ghana, so as to allow them come back or resume work so they can also have access to the university library and other lecture theaters.
Nana Boache Dankwe Yadom from the campus of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and of course the Apintina Minkes University, bringing us the information from those two universities. At the University of Ghana in Accra, refuse remain uncollected with some lecture halls closed. School vehicles are also parked because the drivers are part of the strike. Kenneth Jesse has been on that beat for us, and he joins me also live for an update. So in the morning when you went there, it was virtually a ghost town, right?
Went there in the morning, Elton. I mean, activities almost had been grounded to a halt. Sanitation was a problem because the cleaners are all off campus. You could see loiterings around. There were heaps of refuse, scattered around with nobody to clean them. The university basic school, for instance, remains closed, and other essential services also remain shut. So we're currently at the Ministry of Education, where the three unions held a meeting with the Ministry of Finance. From there, they came to the Ministry of Education to also hold a brief meeting with the sector minister. So let's speak briefly with them and ask them of the outcome of that meeting. You're live on Joy News.
Thank you very much, my brother.
What happened when you met with the Ministry of Finance?
Yeah, so today in the morning we had a long-standing meeting with the Ministry of Finance, and all stakeholders were available. We have the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. They were in the meeting. We have Ministry of Education represented. We were there. Senior staff, TEWU, and then FUSAG were all represented. In fact, during the discussion, proposals were made from our end, and then the ministry or government accepted it in good faith. And they assured us that they are going to do the part of their of the proposal, and afterwards we also look at our own. So, I mean, fairly we say it was highly fruitful.
And then were any timelines given?
They were so sure that very soon, and so we believe that their very soon is very soon. For us, the moment the very soon is activated, we'll also make sure that we'll do the right thing.
So until then, your strike still holds?
As we speak, by the mandate from our national chairman, we are still on strike. Senior staff and TEWU, we are still on strike. FUSAC.
Okay. Let me come to you as well. Do you stand by what your association is saying, that until your demands are met, although you've been given assurance that they will consider your demands, you still continue your strike?
Very much so. We are still on strike. Just like my national chairman said, these are demands that we were not even supposed to strike before it's given. It's pensions we are talking about. We are not asking for any increment in any allowance. But my money that you have deducted, give it to the fund management for investment. That's all we are asking. So, in fact, the government has to blame himself for all these things. Okay. We're supposed to be working. Our children are at home. It's actually disturbing us. Okay. So they should let their very soon be very soon. Okay. And we will call off the strike. The next day we are going to work. So, okay. Yeah.
Initially, we knew that you were going to meet the finance ministry, but where we are currently is the education ministry. How did that last-minute meeting come about, and what was the outcome with the education ministry?
Thank you very much. The unions on strike, they are more or less in the education ministry. So whatever is going on, it's a concern to the sector minister. So he requested that he want to have a word with us. So it's the same thing. They are all asking that the union should do what is required of them. For us, what is required of them, we know. But like the previous speakers are saying, it's the same thing. We are on the same position. What we ask for is done. We are at where we are.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So, Elton, those were the leadership of TEWU, FUSAG, and then the Senior Staff Association, who just concluded their meeting with the Finance Ministry and then the Education Ministry.
We found out from you, Kenneth, earlier in the morning, you were also at the Labour Commission office. What is the latest on that?
That meeting was what was moved to the Ministry of Finance, Elton. That meeting, there was a bit of miscommunication on the location of that meeting, so it was eventually moved to the Finance Ministry, which concluded not long ago.
Kenneth Jesse reporting live from the Ministry of Education. The ministry, together with Finance, met with the striking unions, but as you heard from them, they will only call up the strike. Government is able to meet the demands that they put on the table. Key amongst them is the payment of their Tier 2 pension with interest, of course. Well, this is just the beginning of an election year. Trend of labor agitations. Already, this is what is happening on the labor front. So as you can see, ongoing strike. The strike we have on our hands Senior Staff Association of Public Universities in Ghana, that's SSA, University of Ghana, they are on strike. Federation of University Senior Staff, FUSAG, they are also on strike. Teachers and Educational Workers Union, TEWU, also on strike. They declared it yesterday. Ghana Association of University Administrators also on strike. So these groupings, all operating at the public universities, they declare that they are on strike, and they claim almost run to all of them. That we have, last year we had Mortuary Workers Association, the Judicial Service Staff Association, Teachers and Educational Workers Union of Ghana, TUC, TEWU appears everywhere. College of Education, Teachers Association of Ghana, CTAG, the Ghana National Association of Teachers as well, and NAT also went on strike. And we're already in 2024, Trade Union Congress, Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, ICU, Medical Laboratory Professional Workers Union. They've even indicated that they've given government a 14-day ultimatum to address their issues of salary and other conditions of service. Otherwise, they'll also embark on an industrial action after the expiration of the 14-day notice that they have provided government. So it is an election year, and it's a season of strikes, and so no surprising. But the government is trying to resolve this matter so that academic work can progress smoothly on the university campus.